boy coming at you for some trivia. What up, fam? We're at HG headquarters, ready for some Hermit Trivia to go live in just a little bit, starting in about 15 minutes. This is the last Hermit Trivia we're going to see for a while, for reasons I'll explain later. So let's make it the best of the bunch. Let's go out on a bang. If you just joined us and are wondering, what is this Hermit Trivia thing? What's going on? What did I miss? Hermit Trivia is the best trivia show on YouTube. We've got an incredible show for you today. We've got some awesome trivia questions, and you can have the bar trivia experience at home right here in our little studio. Just gather around with your friends, with your family, get some drinks, have some food, answer some questions. Is there anything better in life? Well, yes, but hey, this is pretty good too, right? And meanwhile, let's jam out to this sweet, sweet sounds of synthwave. There we go. If you're just joining us now, let me know how everything sounds. I know we had some sound issues our last episode. So if we're still having those now, let me know as soon as possible so I can resolve those and we can all have a great time. Let me get my whiteboard. And we're back. Hey, Dad. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Hermit Trivia. Writing up a little hangman game as we speak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. Tell you what, Dad, you were the first come, first served. So why don't you give us the first letter of this phrase? It's a phrase, 17 letters. Give us your best guess. And if you're watching, welcome to Hermit Trivia. R. Dad guesses R. Welcome to Hermit Trivia, the best trivia show on YouTube. Always a blast. Oh, hey, don't give me your ads. Sorry. Mike seems to be working very nice today. And there are two R's. Two R's. The great thing about tonight's show is that I'm basically playing whatever I want because I'm really not really concerned about monetization or anything that right now. So I'm just going to have some fun. That guess is T. There are two T's. Two T's. That guess is H. One H. That guess is E. One E. One E. Welcome to Hermit Trivia. If you're just joining us, I am the man with no eyes, currently your host. F. Is there an F? No F. We've got. I'm going to get a little stricter on this one. I'm going to start with a fully constructed scaffold. And we formed the head. No F. No F. If you're just joining us now, feel free to introduce yourself on our chat thread. Say hello to the gang. Become part of the Hermit Trivia audience, our little peanut gallery, if you will. We're going to have some fun today. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Adam. Great to see you. As you get back into your routine. That guess is I, Adam and or Nicole. You are welcome. We got a little hangman game going for. We've got a little hangman game going before we start the show in about 10 minutes. So feel free to guess a letter if you'd like to. Dad guesses I. There is one I. And Nicole guesses S. There is one S. One S, one I. Getting closer. Good to have everyone here. As I mentioned earlier, this is going to be the last Hermit Trivia for a while. I'll let you know the skinny once we got our game fully started. But it's good to have as many people as we can. Oh, we got an O. Do we have an O? No O. No O. No O. Be a little closer to our little dude doing the hempen jig. Oh, Lisa. I spoiled it. Lisa guessed it. Yes, she got Saturday in the Park. Hello. That's correct. Excellent. Well done, Lisa. Saturday in the Park is correct. Let me whip up another one. Start fresh. Yes, that's quite the entrance. Got another one coming right up. Oh, let's see. Look something up.
At Wawa, this is our new routine.
I don't care, Wawa. These ads are getting kind of annoying. I may have to change this channel. GRA. Okay, welcome, Lisa. Welcome, Mike. This next one is an album, and it's 16 letters long. Album. Did I drop my cap? Oh, no, I didn't. It's on the top. What up, Josh? How are you? Hey, Josh. Nicole guesses A. There are 2 A's. Good job, Nicole. 2 A's. And Josh says H. No H's. No H's. So we got 2 A's and the Hanged Man's Head. Awesome. Welcome, team of 3. And I've got a whiteboard marker cap that refuses to stay on, so I got to grab that. Okay, so we have 2 A's and no H. I'll mark H as one of the ones that was used up. Welcome to Hermit Trivia. If you're just arriving for our show, if you're just watching, welcome. We are starting our game of awesome trivia goodness in just a little bit. We'll be getting started in, I'll say, 5 minutes. Let's get 5. Okay, dad guesses R. There is one R. One R. Nicole guesses T. There is one T. One T. Hello, Marcus Hedwig. He guesses with an S. And yes, there is one S. One S. Great to see you all. Lisa, we got to get you on Wheel of Fortune someday. You will make bank. But thank you for holding off on it. Let's tell you what. We got about 3 minutes before we start the game proper. So let's give everybody time to get a few more guesses for letters and give some time before you answer. But thanks. Let's just round it out.
Is open, safe, and ready to serve with enhanced protocols for COVID.
And yes, I can confirm, Lisa, you do have it right. Well done. Okay, there is no O. No O. Okay, and we got the body of the hangman. Still need the arms and legs. It's okay. But we do have a ho. Oh, Josh would like to solve. You know what? I will give Josh the chance to solve. Josh, let us know on the chat. We're going to be starting in a couple of minutes anyway. Hanging, Lisa knows it. Zepp's physical, and Josh is correct. Physical Graffiti, the famous Led Zeppelin album. That's correct. P H Y. There you go. Well played, Josh. Well played. Yes. Points go to Josh. Lisa got it too, but she decided to hold off since she got the last one and wanted to give someone else a chance. That was very cool of her. Thank you, Lisa. So well done. Very sweet. We'll be getting started in just a minute. 1 minute. I think we've got enough of a crew here. We can get rolling. I'm going to start the intro and stuff anyway, so that'll give some plenty of time for more seats to fill up. All right. Oh, Josh, you card. Glad to see you're all here. Glad to see everyone's doing well on this fine Thursday evening. Hey, Charles. Welcome. You're just in time. I think we're just about to get started. Whew. All right, let me get my playlist. All set up. Skip the ads, huh? Awesome. Okay. All right. I think it's about a time to get this show on the road. Welcome all to Hermit Trivia. If you're on the chat thread, or if you were just watching from home, or if you were watching this days or weeks later after I've recorded it and just want to enjoy it, either way, welcome to Hermit Trivia. It's the trivia for smart people who stay inside. The only trivia where you can have the bar trivia experience at your table or in your bed. I'm Mark Walsh, your Hermit host, aka Herman's Hermit, aka Kermit the Hermit, aka Hermit Purple. And thank you for joining me in this show tonight. So I want to open by saying, actually, got some sad news, or news, some change and everything. This is going to be the official last Hermit Trivia show, at least for a while. I'm looking at the show, thinking of changing the format. The streaming was a lot of fun. It was good to do when I first started, and everything was coming in, and we had the pandemic, and everyone was staying inside, and this was a great activity, doing it twice a week. But things are picking up in my life in good ways. I've started grad school. I'm doing a lot of coursework and also working at the same time, and so doing this twice a week in addition to that is starting to be a crunch. And, my wife, the lovely Leslie, and I also have a big move coming up very soon. We are going to be going to Minnesota to be closer to the school we are studying at, St. Cloud University. So that just makes things very hectic and very tight. And I know as things are opening up more and things are receding, which is really good news, which is awesome. People are going back to work. People are going out and doing things again. There's less incentive to sit at home and watch me yakety yak. So I've had a great time. I've had a lot of fun. Hermit Trivia will return in some other form. I'm thinking possibly doing a filmed video series rather than the streaming, but it's less commitment. People can do it at their own pace and everything. But I just wanted to say thank you for coming to all my shows and watching. And I wanted to end with a bang. I wanted to have one last, keep it an even number of 20 and have one nice, awesome trivia show. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming to this show tonight, and it's going to be a blast. Awesome. And if you have any questions, feel free to text me, email me, call, whatever. Hermit Trivia, it's been lots of fun. But yeah, so this will be the official last Hermit Trivia stream, at least for a very long while. But let's make it a good one. Let's have some fun. All right. Tonight's trivia is 4 rounds with 3 questions each. I will read the questions twice and as clearly as possible. You will have I changed the rounds. So tonight's trivia, yes, 4 rounds with 3 questions each instead of 6. I will read the questions twice and as clearly as possible. You will then have 1 minute to listen to a lovely song and write or think out your answer. Each question will be worth 1 point. There will be a halftime question worth multiple points, as well as a 5-minute break between rounds 2 and 3. There will also be a final question after round 4, which will be worth 10 points, and you will have 3 minutes to consider that final question. That being said, this trivia game can be played at home at your own terms. You can change the point values, choose not to use the points, break your party into different teams, Put everyone into one big team, call in other players to be opposing teams or teammates on separate devices, fly solo, or just watch me be the fascinating trivia host that I am. You can watch or listen however you want. You can watch the live stream, or you can watch at your own pace, in the comfort of your own home. That's what we're all about. All right. And please feel free to share in the chat your chosen food and drink. Mine is, I've got a nice little Cali Mojo here, a little Diet Cherry Cola and red wine, a lovely combination. It's great for drinking while trivia. While trivia-ing. Yeah. Look at me. I'm taking a linguistics course and I'm already mangling my words. That's how terribly I'm doing. You can also share your point totals, how many teams you formed, descriptions of whatever you got going on in your life, and more. Ooh, Nicole's having homemade rum punch. That sounds tasty. And to increase interactivity and fun, we are given a 10-second window for people to guess answers to a question before a final reveal. I will show the go prompt for 10 seconds. During that time, players have a chance to type a guess on the chat window. Otherwise, do not type your answers on the chat stream. Remember, in case someone is competing with someone, you don't want to give away that answer. So unless you see this green go sign, you do not want to give away the answer. Do not type answers in the chat unless you see the go sign and me like doing my little count thing. Good. All right, awesome. Yes, Joe, good mention there. There is no theme round tonight. No theme round. I decided just for the for speed's sake, just to omit the theme round. So no theme round tonight, but it's still gonna have lots of fun. Of course, as you all know, please refrain from any discriminatory talk, political comments, donkey talk, or rudeness. And let's just enjoy our situation today, our fun trivia show. And be cool, don't be a jerk, keep it friendly, which I don't have to worry about. We're all friends here. You're all super cool people who I've known and trusted all my life. So I'm really not worried about that. It's good. Okay. Just, and it's the internet. You gotta ask just in case. All right. Scores can be kept on a provided printout sheet, which has been shared on Facebook. They can also be kept on scratch paper, or if your score is very low, on your fingers and toes. All right. With that being said, let's go and start the most awesome trivia game show ever. Hermit Trivia, the final sacrifice. Rouse Tower. All right. Starting with category number 1. Category 1. Remember, it's 4 categories this time. Still with 3 questions, but we're doing a little shorter. Category 1. Pirates. Pirates. Are matey. Question 1 for pirates. In 1996, archaeologists on the coast of North Carolina discovered the wreck of the notorious of the ship of the notorious English pirate Blackbeard, which went by what royal name? In 1996, archaeologists on the coast of North Carolina discovered the shipwreck of the notorious English pirate Blackbeard, which went by what royal name? Yep. What was the name of Blackbeard's ship? Here's your music. 10 seconds. All right, that is time for question 1 for pirates. Question 1. In 1996, archaeologists on the coast of North Carolina discovered the wreck of the ship of the notorious English pirate Blackbeard, which went by what royal name? All right, I got guesses from Nicole and Mike and Charles. And Nicole and Mike, I got to give it to you. You both got it right. Yes, it is the Queen Anne's Revenge. The Queen Anne's Revenge was the name of Blackbeard's ship. And if there's a more badass name for a pirate ship out there, I really can't think of it. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Say what you want about old Edward Teach. He had a flair for the dramatic. Actually, funny enough about that, reading about Blackbeard, I still have to see Black Sails. Reading enough about him, I read that overall he was sort of one of those dudes he relied a lot on fear, but very little on violence. Like he knew it was better to have it. He really was almost like the real life Dread Pirate Roberts. He knew it was better to have a scarier reputation, but shed no blood. And you actually ended up making more profit that way. You just terrify the crew into doing what you want, and you tell them, just do what I say and you'll leave alive, and actually live up to it, and you make lots of money. Clever guy. He certainly made his name in history. Yes, the Queen Anne's Revenge. What a cool name. I love that. And I will definitely have to watch Black Sails. That sounds great. I love me some pirates. Okay, question number 2. Question 2. Named for a coast, what group of pirates and privateers of the Ottoman Empire preyed on so many American ships that their actions led directly to the foundation of the U.S. Navy in 1794? Named for a coast, what group of pirates and privateers of the Ottoman Empire preyed on so many American ships that their actions led directly to the foundation of the United States Navy in 1794? All right. Here's your minute to win it. Ten seconds. And that is time for question number 2 for pirates. Named for a coast, what group of pirates and privateers of the Ottoman Empire preyed on so many American ships that their actions led directly to the foundation of the U.S. Navy in 1794? Okay, we got a bunch of guesses. I've got to give credit to Charles and Dad. You both guessed the correct answer. They're named after the Barbary Coast, Barbary. They're the Barbary Pirates, which is a sort of a Barbary Coast was a sort of a playoff of the Berber people of Algeria and North Africa. Yes, the Barbary pirates were what led to the foundation of the U.S. Navy. And there's some very famous pirate wars, which, as Charles has mentioned, and in fact, I totally forgot. This is really cool. One of the main commanders in the U.S. naval wars against the Barbary pirates was a man named Richard Somers, who, if any of you or me for Westchester County or from my part of the neck of the woods, it's where our lovely town of Somers got its name. There's even a memorial. I forgot. Yeah, there's even a little memorial to Richard Somers in our local cemetery. That's right. Yes, the answer is the Barbary Pirates. Well done, Charles. Well done, Dad. Great job. I totally forgot about the Somers factoid. That's really cool. Very cool. All right. And now question number 3, last question of the category. Question 3. Monkey Island, the comedic pirate adventure game series by LucasArts, instructs you in a unique method of swordplay that requires both swords and what? Monkey Island, the comedic pirate adventure game series by LucasArts, instructs you in a unique method of swordplay that requires both swords and what? I should clarify, this appeared in the very first game of in The Secret of Monkey Island. That was the first game. So we're looking for the unique method of swordplay in The Secret of Monkey Island that requires both swords and what? All right, here's your song. Hey, hi, sweetie. Hello to my lovely wife, Leslie. Okay, 10 seconds. And that's 10 seconds. Let's get it. Question number 3. The Secret of Monkey Island, the comedic pirate adventure game series by LucasArts, instructs you in a unique method of swordplay that requires both swords and what? All right. I see the answers coming in, and we've got correct answers from Mike and Josh. Yes, you are both correct. The Secret of Monkey Island requires a special form of sword fighting that requires swords and insults. That's right, insults. There is a complicated, it's not so much about how you use your sword, but how you use your tongue. So if someone like my scallywag brother says, "You fight like a dairy farmer," I say, how appropriate. You fight like a cow. It was a very fun system. It was great. It was I mean, honestly, that's the tip of the iceberg with Monkey Island. You've got the Monkey Island. You've got the grog. You've got the ghost exorcising root beer. You've got the cannibal tribe that went full vegetarian, and so they sacrifice a tofu. They've sacrificed a block of tofu to a volcano. It's amazing. Love that game. Oh, and you also have a hero named Guybrush Threepwood. His best skill, he can hold his breath for 10 minutes. Monkey Island, amazing game. I really cannot recommend it highly enough. Classic. All right, that's our first category, the pirates. Now, moving on to round two. Just as we had pirates, this category, round two, is ninjas. Ninjas. All right, pirates and ninjas. Natural enemies in the wild. Everyone knows this. All right. Question one for ninjas. Though more popular today, the word ninja was actually the less common term for the spies and saboteurs of feudal Japan. What was considered the proper term for ninja that also shares the name of a Sega video game? Though more popular today, the word ninja was actually the less common term for the spies and saboteurs of feudal Japan. What was considered the proper term for ninja that also shares the name of a Sega video game? Here's your Win It to Minute. All right, that's our minute for question one for round two, ninjas. Though more popular today, the word ninja was actually the less common term for the spies and saboteurs of feudal Japan. What was considered the proper term for ninja that also shares the name of a Sega video game? Well done. Oh, we got correct answers from Charles and Nicole and Mike and Josh. And clearly you spent just as much time in the arcade in the 80s as I did, because you are correct. The formal term for ninja in feudal Japan was shinobi. 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 Yes. Ninja caught on was the more popular term, but more properly it's shinobi. And that was a pretty sweet game too. I think I had some remakes later when Sega became just like a video game company. But yeah, and even in the 80s, it solidified the idea of the ninja as the ultimate 80s video game hero. I love ninjas. Okay, question number two. Question two. What Japanese warlord survived multiple assassination attempts by ninjas with guns during his reign, which probably helped seal his fate as a popular villain in modern Japan's pop culture? What Japanese warlord survived multiple assassination attempts by ninjas with guns during his reign, which probably helped seal his fate as a popular villain in modern Japan's pop culture? Here's your song. And that is time for the second question of round 2, ninjas. What Japanese warlord survived multiple assassination attempts by ninjas with guns during his reign, which probably helped seal his fate as a popular villain in modern Japan's pop culture? We got one answer from Charles, and Charles is absolutely correct. The answer is Nobunaga, Oda Nobunaga. Well done, Charles. Yes, you actually got it right. Yes, Oda Nobunaga, the famous, some say infamous warlord who attempted to unite Japan in the 15th century. Wasn't so great about it, but his actions and his success was so legendary that he appears in a lot of Japanese manga and movies and video games as a villain. Yes, I can tell, Charles. He let's see, Onimusha, Nobunaga's Ambition, the Samurai Warriors series. You know, and he's pretty much like the Japanese Dracula. It's great. Like he's like fairly warlord known through history who got exaggerated into this like epitome of supernatural evil and power. Though to be honest, you actually look at his historical record. He was doing a lot to try to reform Japan at the time, and in fact, he was pretty like he wasn't quite so much the villain to as we thought. Example: at the time there were a lot of Christian converts in Japan, and unlike most of the other warlords, Nobunaga was actually fairly tolerant of the Japanese Christian converts. Like there were a fair amount of records and paintings. You see prints and shrines of Christian samurai from that time. Pretty interesting. But yes, Oda Nobunaga, that great Japanese boogeyman. Well done, Charles. Excellent. Okay, question number 3. Question 3. It's okay, Charles. It's okay. I watch a lot of anime too. In fact, Leslie has verboten me to stop speaking about it. I've been barred. It's okay. I understand. Question number 3 for ninjas. When the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise was introduced to the UK in the 90s, the BBC claimed that the word ninja had excessively violent connotations for children's television and insisted that it be changed to what? When the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise was introduced to the UK in the 90s, the BBC claimed that the word ninja had excessively violent connotations for children's television and insisted that it be changed to what? Here's your song. All right. There's your minute. Well done. Okay, let's discover the answer together. Question 3 of round 2, category ninjas. When the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise was introduced to the UK in the 90s, the BBC claimed that the word ninja had excessively violent connotations for children's television and insisted that it be changed to what? We got a bunch of answers coming in. I see some answers. Where's the right one? Can I find the right one in our collection? I do, and I see it comes from Josh. Yes, Josh has submitted the correct answer. They wanted it changed to Hero. They wanted the name to be Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Because, I don't know, the word ninja was too terrifying to British children. Oh no, not ninjas. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. It just does not have the same ring. Doesn't work. But great guess, Josh. Yeah. How's Chuck Lorre gonna write a song about Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles? Wait a minute. Chuck Lorre's a hack. Yes, it's true. Chuck Lorre, the guy, Chuck Lorre, the guy who made Big Bang Theory and 2.5 Men and plenty of other comedies. That famous producer, he also wrote the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme for the 1990s TV show. Yes. Broken clocks, I guess. All right, yes, the word answer was hero. Great one, Josh. Give yourself some points. That's awesome. Okay, we are now on, that was our 2 rounds, and now we're on to the halftime question, the halftime. All right, here's our halftime question. You have 5 minutes to answer this question and 5 guesses to make. You can only make 5 guesses. Any more will be discounted. Each guess is worth 1 point. If you get all 5 correct, you can add 5 extra points to your score for 10. So 5 minutes, 5 guesses. This is also a nice chunk of time. It's 5 minutes if you want to refresh your drink or grab a smoke break or hit the bathroom or whatever you need for that. This is their little halftime period. So yes, here's the halftime question. As appropriate, we come right after ninjas. Our halftime category is martial arts. Martial arts. Here's your question. All right, let me set my timer and give you 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Martial arts. Name 5 of the top 10 martial arts styles based on growing world popularity as rated by Black Belt Wiki. Name 5 of the top 10 martial arts styles based on growing world popularity as rated by Black Belt Wiki. All right. And let's put on a badass background song here. Come on. Come on, music. Sorry, technical difficulty. All right, 1 minute left. All right, that is time. I hope you all enjoyed your halftime break. Me too. Isn't chair dancing great? I love me some synthwave. Okay, hope you all enjoyed your break. Hope you all enjoyed your drink. I have freshened up my drink. I have now gone to Diet Cola and port. I'm going super fancy. I love port. Porty port port. Okay. Thank you, Portugal, for this lovely port. All right, your halftime category was martial arts. Martial arts. Karate, karate, karate. All right. I'm getting ahead of myself. Name 5 of the top 10 martial arts styles based on growing world popularity as rated by Black Belt Wiki. All right. And so the popularity, the top 10, numbered from 1 to 10 in popularity, are Aikido, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, Karate, Kung Fu, Mixed Martial Arts, or MMA, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, or Thai kickboxing. I'll also allow that. Taekwondo, and Tang Soo Do. So that's Aikido, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, Karate, Kung Fu, Mixed Martial Arts, or MMA, Muay Thai, or Thai kickboxing, Taekwondo, and Tang Soo Do. Did I skip one? Was it Aikido, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, Karate, Kung Fu, Mixed Martial Arts, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, Tang Soo. Oh, I only put 9. Oops. Okay, so it was 9. Oops. Wow, Mark, learn to count. Okay, so it was 9. So 5 of the 9, I guess. Tang Soo Do is the last one. Okay, so if you guessed any of those martial arts and your rank, you get yourself 1 point. If all 5 of your answers included all those martial arts, you give yourself you can give yourself 5 points on top of that. What kind of port do you drink? Oh no, it's just port do I drink? It's Fairbanks. It's great. It's like a moderate. It's like $10 for like a moderate sized bottle. It's good, but it's not like super fancy stuff. But yeah, Fairbanks port, the Ruby port, I really like. It's great. Yes. So if you want, I hope you all enjoyed that category. If you like, please feel free to let us know your current score. If you want some bragging rights, you can tell everyone what your current score is. People can compete. Please don't forget to like this video if you are enjoying it. Any sort of likes or boosts, anything, are okay by me. Oh, Taylor. See, actually, funny enough, I actually got Taylor a couple weeks ago. I got Taylor port, and I was really disappointed by it. Like the Taylor Ruby port, it was like clear, which I don't. It was translucent, which I don't think port should be, and it kind of smelled like nail polish. It was real bad. Cannot get Taylor. Anyway, so I'm gonna stop talking about port. Let's move on to the second half of our game with round 3. Round 3, the category before they were famous. Round 3, before they were famous. Talk about celebrities in their earliest roles and how they started before they were famous. Okay, question 1. Speaking of martial arts, probably the most famous practitioner of Tang Soo Do in the world. What American martial artist learned the art in 1958 while stationed in South Korea during his time in the U.S. Air Force? Probably the most famous practitioner of Tang Soo Do, or I say Tang Soo Do, as I should say, because it's TANGSOODO, Tang Soo Do. Tang Soo Do, probably the most famous practitioner of Tang Soo Do in the world. What American martial artist learned the art in 1958 while stationed in South Korea during his time with the U.S. Air Force? All right, here's your song. Whenever that starts. And your minute. I'll type the martial art of Tang Soo Do. Ten seconds. And that is time. That is time for our current question 1. Before they were famous. Probably the most famous practitioner of Tang Soo Do in the world. What American martial artist learned the art in 1958 while stationed in South Korea during his time in the U.S. Air Force? All right, we got answers coming in. We've got Josh and Charles and Mike, all with the correct answer. Yes, you were absolutely right. It is Walker, Texas Ranger himself, Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is the most famous practitioner of the little-known martial art of Tang Soo Do. I never even heard of this until I started doing research for this quiz. Tang Soo Do is apparently it's a Korean martial art, and it's sort of a hybrid of Taekwondo and karate. And yeah, Chuck Norris, that's actually how he got his start. He started learning it when he was stationed in South Korea. And Lone Wolf McQuaid. Actually, I remember there was a Chuck Norris had a cartoon show in the 80s. It was like Chuck Norris and his killer commandos, and he fought like he fought like a Dr. Claw, not the Inspector Gadget Dr. Claw, and Super Ninja. There was a dude named Super Ninja that he fought. Yeah, it was Chuck Norris. And of course, Walker, Texas Ranger, where a man shows that there is no problem that cannot be solved without faith in God and a roundhouse kick. Yes, Chuck Norris. Pretty cool. All right, that was our first question. All right, question 2. Before they were famous, question 2. In 1990, Jennifer Aniston played the Jennifer Grey role in a short-lived TV show based on what movie? In 1990, Jennifer Aniston played the Jennifer Grey role, the role originally played by Jennifer Grey, in a short-lived TV show based on what movie? Ten seconds. All right, that is time for question number 2. In 1990, Jennifer Aniston played the Jennifer Grey role in a short-lived TV show based on what movie? All right, we got our guesses coming in. I'd like to stretch my muscle a little bit. Okay, good guesses. You've all picked movies that Jennifer Grey starred in. You picked Dirty Dancing and Footloose, but none of those are the right answer. So the movie we're looking for, Jennifer Grey played the sister of Ferris Bueller in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yes. She played Ferris Bueller's sister, and that same role was played by Jennifer Aniston in the short-lived Ferris Bueller's Day Off TV show. I didn't even know that existed. Yes, so that was actually the Jennifer Grey role looking for. It was actually a fairly minor role for Jennifer Grey, but yes, Jennifer Aniston played the sister of Ferris in the Ferris Bueller's Day Off TV show that never really got off the ground. So yes, Ferris Bueller's Day Off was the answer. I remember Jennifer Grey had not Jennifer Grey. Jennifer Aniston had a lot of weird minor roles actually in like the early 90s, late 80s before she took off. She had like she started in a short-lived Fox comedy called The Edge. I remember that. It was kind of like a Gen X kind of thing. And and she had a brief role in the McDonald's scene from Mac and Me, which if you have not seen that movie, watch it. Or actually specifically say, go watch the Netflix seasons of Mystery Science Theater 3000, like the new one, the new MST3K. They do the first movie they do in their second season is Mac and Me, and it is amazing. Oh my god, it is probably one of the most like mind-blowing movies I've ever seen. It is so batshit. And I think they cut her part from it in the MST3K episode, but the McDonald's scene is still there. And trust me, you will know exactly what I mean when I say the McDonald's scene. It is something else. Yes, Mystery Science Theater 3000, Mac and Me. Still great. Okay. Question 3. Question 3. Mazes and Monsters, a 1982 TV melodrama about the dangers of the game Dungeons and Dragons, features the first starring role of what now A-list Hollywood actor. Mazes and Monsters, a 1982 TV melodrama about the dangers of the game Dungeons and Dragons, featured the first starring role of what now A-list Hollywood actor. Here's your minute. Okay, that is time. Let's discover it together. Question 3 for Before They Were Famous. Mazes and Monsters, a 1982 TV melodrama about the dangers of the game Dungeons and Dragons, featured the first starring role of what now A-list Hollywood actor. Okay, I got the answers coming in. Answers from Charles and Josh. And I got to give credit to Charles. Yes, Charles is correct. The answer is Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is the story role in Mazes and Monsters. Hanks. Bitch, I'm Tom Hanks. In a league of my own, bitch, I'm Tom Hanks. Hanks. I think I'm Tom Hanks. Meg Ryan on my phone, bitch, I'm Tom Hanks. 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 I think I'm Tom Hanks. Got my Nora Ephron White and that bomb dank. Yes, Tom Hanks starred in that bit of anti D&D agitprop, Mazes and Monsters. It's kind of mind blowing now. There's actually, because there's been talking like Hollywood, there's about another D&D movie. Yeah, it's gonna suck like all the other ones. But oh my god, if they could get Tom Hanks for like a cameo in that, that would be mind blowing. I would love that. Yeah, Tom Hanks starred. He stars as the kid in Mazes and Monsters who plays the game and goes crazy and thinks magic is real. I don't know. I'd like to even get him to play D&D. I mean, if Vin Diesel plays it, why not Tom Hanks, right? Get him on an episode of Critical Role or something, that'd be fun. All right. Speaking of it, now moving on to the last category before the final question. Round 4. The category is landmarks. Landmarks. Speaking of Tom Hanks, in the movie Mazes and Monsters, his character is inspired by the game to prove that magic is real by jumping off what landmark that no longer exists? Speaking of Tom Hanks, in the movie Mazes and Monsters, his character is inspired by the game to prove that magic is real by jumping off what landmark that no longer exists? Here's your minute. Ten seconds. Okay, that's all the time we have for question 1 of landmarks. Landmarks. Speaking of Tom Hanks, in the movie Mazes and Monsters, his character is inspired by the game to prove that magic is real by jumping off what landmark that no longer exists? Okay, I got an answer from Charles and Josh. And Charles and Josh have both put in answers, and you are both correct. You are absolutely right. It is the World Trade Center. Yes, the World Trade Center in New York City. In that movie, while it was still standing, Tom Hanks decides he's going to prove that he has the power of magic by going up to the top of the building and jumping off it. His friends do talk him out of it, to be fair, but it's, oh boy, yeah, it's... So now you know the truth. Wizards did 9/11. Fireball spells can't melt steel beams. Yes, it was in New York City, the World Trade Center. Good job, Charles. Good job, Josh. Well done. Man, what a weird movie. I've actually seen it. I'm pretty much just reading synopsis, and it sounds bonkers. Question number 2. Question 2. In 1978, what American landmark did Hugh Hefner work to restore by collecting money from 9 donors, including Andy Williams, Gene Autry, and Alice Cooper? In 1978, what American landmark did Hugh Hefner work to restore by collecting money from 9 donors, including Andy Williams, Gene Autry, and Alice Cooper? Who indeed? Here's your minute. Ten seconds. And that is time. Okay. Question number 2. In 1978, what American landmark did Hugh Hefner work to restore by collecting money from 9 donors, including Andy Williams, Gene Autry, and Alice Cooper? Okay, I got answers from Josh and from Charles and from Dad. And who got it right? Nobody. You've all gotten it wrong. So no, if I got good answers from all of you, but none of you have the correct answer. Good guesses. The correct answer is the Hollywood sign. The Hollywood sign that hangs over Beverly Hills, California. Yes. In the late 70s, it was in massive disrepair. It was like crumbling. It was in really, really bad shape. And Hugh Hefner raised money from 9 donors, including Andy Williams, Gene Autry, and Alice Cooper, to have it restored to its former glory. Interesting side bit. Alice Cooper specifically dedicated his donation in memory of Groucho Marx. His is in memory of Groucho Marx, and he restored one of the O's in Hollywood. Each donor restored one of the 9 letters in the Hollywood sign. That's why I have 9 donors, 1 donor for each letter. Pretty cool, actually. Dad, I got to give you credit for helping me come up with this question, because we watched the movie Argo a couple of days ago. What fantastic movie! If you've not seen it, amazing. I love that movie, Argo. And they had that shot where you pan upon the Hollywood sign, and it's like crazy dilapidated. It's a mess. And they were sort of trying to give a shout out to that late 70s, early 80s period when it was in disrepair before Hugh Hefner restored it. So that was really cool. That gave me the idea for that question. So I was going to say, thank you, Dad. That was a great inspiration on our question. But yes, the answer is the Hollywood sign. The Hollywood sign. Pretty cool. Okay. Question number 3. Last question before the final, the penultimate question. Okay. Question 3. Like the one in France, the city of Paris, Texas, has its own Eiffel Tower. What unique feature sits on top of its spire? Like the one in France, the city of Paris, Texas, has its own Eiffel Tower. What unique feature sits on top of its spire? And here's your minute. Five seconds. And that is time. Okay, let's get the answers. Question three. Like the one in France, the city of Paris, Texas, has its own Eiffel Tower. What unique feature sits on top of its spire? All right, we got some answers coming in. And I got answers from Charles, Josh, Nicole, Joe, and Leslie. Funny, Charles and Josh, you both of you have two halves of a whole answer. And Leslie and Nicole are correct. You got the answer. It is a cowboy hat. A cowboy hat. Yes. The Eiffel Tower in Paris, Texas, has a cowboy hat on the very top of its spire, a red cowboy hat. It's really cool. Yes, I've not seen it before, but it's kind of a neat feature. Leslie's like, oh my God, I know this. I'm like, I have to chalk that up to her time in Baylor. She probably got to see it. Yes, you are. You are correct. You are absolutely right, Leslie. Give yourself some points. Well done. It's interesting. Actually, I read there was a bit of fiction I read where it was an alternate universe where Paris, Texas had sort of taken France's position in cultural cachet. And yes, Leslie, you are right. You are right. And then so they had their own, not only do they have their own Eiffel Tower, and but they had their own Notre Dame Cathedral and their own version of the Sorbonne, except it's Texas. So everyone pronounces it Notre Dame and the Sorbonne, and it's also occupied by Nazis, like World War II Paris. It was all about a story about the author writing about Nazi-occupied Paris, Texas. Really wild, some great stuff. For those in the know, it was actually a story connected to the Unknown Armies universe, the RPG. Check it out, Leslie. It was called Paris, Texas versus the 333rd Reich. It's awesome. Okay. Leslie did not see it, but she got the answer right, so we should give her credit. That's awesome. Cool. All right. Well, enough of my yakking. This has been an awesome show. This has been fantastic. And as last shows go, this has been pretty amazing. Sadly, like all amazing, great things, it's coming to an end. But we're going to end it with a bang because we're ending with the final question. This is going to be fantastic. This is a real fun one. Here is the final question. For this question, you may wager anywhere from 0 to 10 points. You must guess all answers correct to win the points. Otherwise, you must subtract the amount of wagered points from your score. You want to match the answers on column A to column B, and you have to get 100% of the questions right in order to gain your points. Let me set up the music. Good. And and you're going to have 3 minutes to answer this. Nice chunk of time. 3 minutes. All right, here it is. Your final question. So the final question, the category is music, near and dear to my heart. Music. Music. Okay, so we have. So we have on the left side, we have 5 solo artists for music, 5 solo musical artists, and on the left, and on the right, we have the bands that each solo artist used to belong to before they broke out as a solo artist. They used to be the front man of those bands. So we have 5 solo artists and 5 bands that they used to belong to, and you have to match them. On the left side, we have Bjork. Bjork, that's Siren of Iceland, Bjork. Number 2 is Henry Rollins. Henry Rollins. Number 3 is Billy Idol. Billy Idol. Number 4 is Joan Jett. Joan Jett. Number 5 is Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown. And on the right side, we have letter A. Letter A is Generation X. Generation X. Letter B is the Sugar Cubes. The Sugar Cubes. Letter C is Black Flag. Black Flag. Letter D is the Runaways. The Runaways. And letter E is New Edition. New Edition. All right. So you have 3 minutes to answer this question. I'm going to play some awesome music while you do it. Get the music started. All right. Good luck. 30 seconds. All right, and that is time. Hope you all enjoyed your time answering these questions as much as I did making it. This was a fun one. The category was music, and we wanted you to match the solo artist on the left to the band they used to be in on the right. So let's match together, shall we? Let's do it. Okay, number one, Bjork. Bjork, at this point, I was going to say like the international spokesperson of Iceland, that amazing artist, Bjork. Before her solo career, she got her start in the band called the Sugar Cubes. The Sugar Cubes, B. So number one is B. Number one is B. Bjork was in the Sugar Cubes. All right, number two, Henry Rollins. Henry Rollins, that amazing punk singer and humorist. Henry Rollins was, of course, before his solo career, got his start in a band called Black Flag. So number two is C. Henry Rollins was in the group Black Flag. Number three, Billy Idol. Billy Idol, that punk rock icon. Before his solo career in the 80s, he started in the 70s playing for a band called Generation X. So number three is A. Billy Idol was in Generation X. All right, number four, Joan Jett. Joan Jett. Before she started her own band with the Blackhearts in the 80s, she was also in her own band in the 70s. Kind of a trend, actually. Joan Jett was in a band called The Runaways. Four is D. Joan Jett was in The Runaways, an all-female punk rock band in which she also starred with Lita Ford. Yes, Joan Jett and Lita Ford were in The Runaways together. All right, and then finally, number five, Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown, that awesome R&B star. Before his solo career, he was originally a member of New Edition. New Edition. So number five is E, New Edition. All right, so we got all our matches in. So we want number one, Bjork is B, the Sugar Cubes. Number two, Henry Rollins is C, Black Flag. Number three, Billy Idol is A, Generation X. Number four is D, The Runaways. And number five is Bobby Brown in New Edition, E. All right, so I'll write down all the answers right here, right now. One is B. Two is, so if you got all those answers correct, you gain the points that you wagered. Let us know your current scores if you'd like to have some bragging rights, or if you'd like to just let everybody know how you did on this trivia game. All right, and that is our game. This was an amazing run for Hermit Trivia. 20 episodes. I hope to have some more. Well done. The team Adam, Nicole, Marcus, and Casey have 30 points. Well done, guys. Well done. I was happy to run Hermit Trivia for many times for a good show. But honestly, I'm happiest that I was able to just hang out with my friends. It's Charles once more. I want to see more too. It'll have to come back in a different form, but I do want to do some more Hermit Trivia. Maybe it'll be in the form of pre-recorded videos rather than live stream. I might still have live stream, but it might be more rare. But I have to juggle my I have to juggle my duties in terms of I've also got work and grad school, and I'm also, which is good news. Leslie and I are going to be starting our fellowships at St. Cloud in the fall. We are not only going to be studying and learning for our degrees, we are also going to be teachers. We are going to be teaching freshman English at St. Cloud. I love you, Dad. Have a great night. Oh, there's a lot going up. We're moving to a new place. We've got new responsibilities. It's good stuff. It feels good. It's a lot. But knowing of all this, I can't devote as much time to Hermit Trivia as I like. We are moving to Minnesota in about a month. We're hoping to move in mid-July. I think that's our goal. And then our fall semester begins, and we'll begin studying and teaching. So that should be a blast. I will. Wow. If you had told me, I've got my 40th birthday coming up soon. If you told me 20 years ago that I was going to be a college professor, I probably would have slapped you and called you Susie. Or some other throwing phrase. Either way, I would have been pretty blown away. I would have blown my mind. But it's a fantastic opportunity. It's great. Though it'll be tough. There'll be a lot of struggles. It's definitely a new thing for me. But I couldn't have done it without the help of you guys, without some of your support. And you guys, I mean, to be honest, with all this chaos going on, and with us being shut in and quarantine and all that, like, you guys have been my lifeline. Like, I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. Seeing you pop up for my trivia show every week or so was a big boost. And I'm gonna miss it. And of course, I'll definitely stay in contact. Ooh, Boom Island Brewery. I'll definitely have to check it out. Awesome. I will definitely do that. Because I definitely want to visit New York again. Within the next couple of years soon, especially while I'm still here studying. Minnesota, New York, not that far. So that's a fantastic idea, Nicole, Adam. I will definitely take it, because, man, we haven't hung out in ages, and we need to catch up. I would love that. Same with you, and to all of you on Extended. If you guys want to visit us in Minnesota, I'm not sure how much super space we'll have, but we would love to. The Marquis sneer, I like that. I would love to have you guys come visit us in Minnesota, show you around, and just acquire the Marquis sneer. I like that. I'm gonna have to remember that. Marquis sneer. I think that's a nice way of saying you should have gotten braces when you were a kid. Oh, I miss you, Adam. I've been doing a lot of traveling, but I definitely miss my old New York crew. I would love it. And I miss my Portland crew too. Actually, Leslie, I'm not sure it's okay to mention it, but I know Leslie is going to be visiting Portland fairly soon. So if you'd like to catch up with her, I'm sure she'd love to hear from you. D&D days. Oh yeah, Marquis sneer, great British. Hello, we're Marquis sneer. We're from the East End. We play the keyboard. Oh, D&D days. Well. Yeah, definitely. If it's like once things loosen up and like we're actually allowed to like gather in groups again, I wouldn't mind doing some D&D. Thank you, Josh. Have a great night. We'll definitely visit in Portland again soon. PDX again soon. I mean, I've done online role playing. I'm actually in a group. Speaking of Warhammer, I'm in a. I've been playing in a Warhammer RPG on Roll20. Like there's definitely opportunities for online role playing. like Roll20 and Discord. Thank you, Marcus. Great night. Great game. Hope we get to meet someday in person. You seem like cool people. But yeah, I'm playing in a weekly. I'm playing in a weekly Warhammer RPG game, which is lots of fun. I play a rat catcher. It's so my character is basically Charlie Kelly from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, definitely wouldn't mind catching. Wild card, absolutely right. Oh, well, I'm gonna wrap it up as well. I'm still doing online teaching, so I gotta get up crazy early in the morning. But I love you all. Thank you for coming to the last official show of Hermit Trivia. I'm sure Hermit Trivia will return in some form and again, but I hope to see you all again. Feel free to hit me up, text, call, whenever. I'm always glad to hear from my friends. And thank you, Rich. Best of luck. Stay safe out there and be good to yourselves and excellent to each other, as Bill and Ted would say. Good night.